Welcome one, welcome all. It is my favorite time of the PBE season. It is Majors Draft Day. I am very excited to once again be your host for the Majors Draft. For those of you who don't know me, I am AJ887, and I am joined today by a few GMs from the PBE Majors teams, as well as the Commissioner Hummus God, and I will be undeafening to meet up with them right now. So welcome one and all to the draft. Hummus, you are the commissioner. Welcome to the draft. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. I want to see some booze in the chat. That would be disappointing if I didn't see any. There we go. There's one from Loki being called corrupt. Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
That was
Welcome
almost
everybody to the
immediate.
draft.
It was like you summoned it.
You said booze, and I'm like, we can't see alcohol. Like, I was very confused for a second.
Booze works for sure. Um,
Oh my
however you're
goodness.
feeling tonight, booze, boo, whatever you're feeling. Thank you all for tuning in. We got a giveaway coming right at you, coming up shortly. So thank you all for joining. 131 people signed up. That's a lot in 24 hours. So really cool. We're gonna be able to give away some free stuff. But you can still boo me even though I'm giving you free stuff.
uh,
Ooh.
we also have three PBE GMs in the call right now. We might have a fourth joining us a little bit later. But we have the GM of the Maui Makos, Diesel J. Diesel, how are you tonight?
I'm great, man. It was over after today for the week, and I'm happy to get some new players on the team. Let's go.
You sound excited. I'm excited too. We also have one of the GMs of the Death Valley Scorpions, Caltroit Red Flames. How are you doing tonight, Cal?
Yo, what up? Word to my shooters, you know who you are. Fuck capitalism, join the DSA, and airplanes bad, scorpions good.
Yeah, fair enough. We also have one of the GMs of the Nashville Stars, Comeback Zach or Zach Johnson. How are you doing tonight, Zach?
As always, I am very chipper. I'm happy to be here.
Good to hear it. We're going to be taking you through the Majors draft today. But first, as Hummus said, we do have a giveaway. Hummus, would you like to do a little bit of background on this, or should we just jump right into it?
Yeah. If you asked head office, they would on record say that I would give away a free item to every single member every day if that was possible. So really excited to do this. Figured we'd do our first giveaway, which is a 24-hour. You have 24 hours to enter, and there were 131 of you. So excited to see who the winner is. We got the very fancy sheet that I spent all of 30 seconds making for AJ.
I'm trying to get it to be shown fairly well, but it's not really doing that. Hold on, let's see here. Showing some of my desktop as well, which is not ideal for privacy reasons, but that's fine. There we go. All right, so we have,
What's privacy?
you know. So we do have the Majors Draft giveaway, 131 names on the list. Apparently, Hummus is on the Dr. K cell, highlighting that Dr. K was one of the winners of the last giveaway. I don't know if it was the last giveaway, but one of the recent giveaways.
Yeah, the most recent I'm pretty sure was Maj, and before that there were four, and Dr. K was part of it.
There we go. All right, so we have 131 names, so we will go ahead and do that. We're only spinning once, correct?
Yeah, more suspenseful. Just spin once. That number is the winning number. This is really cool, by the way. You got this little wheel thingy.
Yeah, I just I googled it, so we'll see how it goes. 1 to 131. Here we go. Spinning the wheel for the giveaway. I really hope it doesn't land on me because then people are gonna say it's rigged.
Does that say it's gonna take a whole
125.
minute for it? Oh, okay.
So, like, I want to know, like, if Hummus wins, like, what team? Are you just gonna do like the generic logo?
125
Oh
is
yeah, because I don't have a team.
125 is KC15. You can see on the left there is the little column number there, and right next to it KC15. Previous no, Gustav Beauregard is the player for KC, but there you go. KC has won the giveaway. Congratulations, and I believe Hummus Casey gets a choice of either merch or a copy of OOTP22. Is that correct?
Yep, that is correct. So I'll be messaging KC15 probably right now because, well, after I announce the first pick. So that's I asked AJ if I could do the giveaway and the first pick, and then you guys can have your fun.
Yeah. Ordinarily, I would say let's have the GM of the first pick do that one, but the GM of the first pick is not on the call, so we will go ahead and bring
Perfect.
up the draft board. We also do have the draft parlay up. We'll be keeping an eye on that throughout the stream for those of you keeping track for your TPE. But without any further ado, Hummus, would you like to announce the first overall pick of the season 28 Majors draft?
Yes, and if this sheet is correct, hopefully I don't butcher this, the Seattle Sea Serpents with the #1 overall pick in the season 28.
Oh, wait, hold on. If I remember correctly, I think there's a trade that shows up first.
Okay.
So we do
Yep.
have a kind of early trade. This doesn't involve the first overall pick. However, it does involve some interesting picks and players being moved around. DVS and OBX. The Death Valley Scorpions received Tex Walker, 50% retained in Season 31, 83 overall in this draft. The later of OBX and DVS, Season 29 second round, and the Season 31 OBX round 3 pick, while OBX receives Stretch McGibbon, 3.75 mil retained in Season 28, 74 overall, and the earlier of OBX DVS Season 29 round 2. Now, sorry, Hummus, you go ahead and announce the first round pick.
Oh, I don't get to say anything about the trade?
No,
We'll come back to it.
Come
We'll
on.
co-
Cal could say something.
All right, Cal.
I don't know. Like, we went into negotiations. I wasn't sure what we were gonna get. We wanted Tex Walker for about 5 seasons straight, which I think it might actually be before she actually made a player. But whenever, we were trying to get her, and we thought we were gonna have to give up a first round pick, but actually OBX denied that trade and wanted this instead. So we were pretty happy. But they better take care of our monkey.
And just like when I saw the trade at first, I threw up my mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We tried to give more. They said no. They literally said no.
Before we get to the first round pick, I do want someone to ask why there's 4 sloth logos. Some of these picks have been traded for, so the sloths at the beginning of the draft own 9, 10, 12, and 13. Province Crabs own 3, 15, and 16 in the first round. So Scorpions own 7 and 14. Picks may be moved due to trades, but that is why that there are multiple logos for the same team. Hummus. All right. Chat was angry at me for this. Please
Chat
go ahead.
Was angry?
Chat was
No
angry
way.
that we that we showed the trade first. But go ahead. First round overall pick.
First of all, thank you, Draft Graphics team, Moosey and team, Sonic Gmail, Sarah. You guys did amazing work. So thank you for that, Moosey and team. But the #1 overall pick of the season 28 draft by the Seattle Sea Serpents is Athena Aria.
Athena
Aria, starting pitcher from the Anchorage Wheelers.
Athena.
So congrats to Athena Aria. You're going to Seattle. Let's get some hype in the chat for Athena. Recruited by Roxas. Roxas did a great job recruiting clearly. New member, recruiting more new members. So excited to see Athena Aria's path forward to the majors. 225 TPE. That's absolutely insane for a non-recreate brand new user. So Chill the Rose, congratulations, Athena. You are the #1 overall pick in the draft.
And we do have a message from Brainchild sent to me over Discord DMs to read off on stream. This is from the perspective of Brain. Brain says, quote, "Well, congrats, Chill. I know you have been really curious about where you were going in the draft for some time now. As your teammate in Anchorage, I really wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. The draft seemed like a normal thing to talk about it over the past 2 weeks in the locker room, and I had to be mum on all of it. We are so excited to have you here. You really distanced yourself in the weeks coming into the draft with really solid media, and good conversations with our management team. I am excited to be a 1-2 punch with you in the rotation for many seasons to come. Welcome to the Serpents. So congratulations to the Seattle Sea Serpents on this excellent pick of Athena Arya in the first round. And congratulations to Athena Arya, aka Chill the Rose, for being selected at number 1 overall. Very exciting. And that will bring us to number 2 overall, which belongs to the Buffalo Surge. And with that number 2 overall selection, the Buffalo Surge select Jack Condor, aka Lord Macarius. I apologize, I probably butchered that. Previously known as Mac Arian, if I'm not mistaken. That was a previous create that had that was around for a while, was a part of Boise. But Jack Condor will be going to the Buffalo Surge. Jack Condor, 226 TPE, 286 average, and 323 OBP in the previous season. Is a third baseman. And congratulations to the Buffalo Surge for selecting Jack Condor here. And congratulations to Jack Condor for going number 2 overall in the draft. That will bring us to number 3. And number 3 overall is going to be belonging to the Providence Crabs. Providence Crabs, with the number 3 overall selection in the first round, will take CJ Brandonson, G2019, from the Swift Steeds. 213 TPE, 5.92 ERA, and a 1.72 WHIP. CJ Brandonson is a starting pitcher from State College, and will be an absolute staple in the Crabs rotation for years to come, I think. Let's see. I was going to try and bring up some more info, but my tracker is down for some reason. There we go. CJ Brandonson, a junk baller. He's already put some points into that curveball, getting it up to 70. So congratulations to the Providence Crabs for selecting CJ Brandonson. And congratulations to CJ Brandonson, G2019, for being taken here at number 3. And the number 4 overall pick, the Death Valley Scorpions, will actually trade it. That's right, the Providence Crabs are now receiving number 4 overall, and in return, Death Valley is receiving season 30, Providence's first round pick. So, Cal, you're on the call with us. Did you want to talk about this trade at all, or it seems like a pretty straightforward first round pick swap here? Cal, you there? I see you unmuted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
This was a nightmare for us to trade. It was my dad's birthday and Person Man was out. And so I'm at his party trying to talk with so many other GMs, just like figuring out what to do. And like trying to not be a piece of garbage, not caring about my dad, but like, holy crap, tell your GMs to trade and like talk more often. This is ridiculous. The Crabs got a steal here.
And with that steal of number 4 overall, the Providence Crabs now select Dustin Johnson, aka Dustillation, a catcher from the Kansas City Hepcats. 222 TPE, 294 average, and a 356 OBP. That is a very, very bright smile that Dustin Johnson's render has on this graphic. Imaged by Kenta Kira, well done. But Dustin Johnson, the handyman arc, already putting in TPE to catcher ability up to 60, and has the BABIP increased to 52 on both sides. So congratulations to Dustin Johnson for being drafted number 4 overall by the Providence Crabs. And that will, let's see. Yep, and that will bring us to number 5 overall in the season 28 draft. Number 5 overall belonging to the Cancun Toros. And with this selection, the Cancun Toros will take Obi-Wan Kenobi, aka La Spoils, a relief pitcher from the State College Swift Steeds organization with 205 TPE, 450 ERA, and a 1.86 WHIP over the past year. Probably a little bit of inflated numbers for a rookie pitcher. Probably not what they were looking for, but I'm sure those will lower down a little bit as the TPE grows. So congratulations. I agree. The render. I did want to make mention of the render, and I think this is a great one. I absolutely love this one. He's holding a bat. Obi-Wan Kenobi is a flamethrower relief pitcher archetype with the circle change, screwball, and fastball in the repertoire. So congratulations to the Cancun Toros for picking up a solid relief arm for them in days future. And congratulations to the Spoils for being drafted here at 5 overall. That'll bring us to number 6. Diesel, you are on the call. Would you like to announce the Maui Mako's first pick of the draft?
Yep. All right. So little bit of leaks here, just a tiny bit. But you'll notice a trend with the picks in this draft. So with Funny Man going inactive, we essentially had no outfield, and we were kind of really desperate for an outfield. And I thought that there were a few outfielders in this draft that really stood out among the rest. And the first one is with the 6th overall pick, Maui selects Markus Emerson, a right fielder, and his username XFlexZ. Yeah, it's pretty much as simple as I talked to them. In my opinion, they were the best outfielder in the draft, and they were interested in coming, so it all worked out.
Markus Emerson from the Brew City Bears organization with 236 TPE, 232 average, and 306 OBP. Sounds like Diesel's very happy with this pick, and that is a good thing to hear. Congratulations to XFlexes for being drafted here at number 6 overall by the Maui Makos. And with the number 7 overall pick, Death Valley Scorpions, actually, there is a trade that occurred here. Number 32 overall from Maui was sent to the New Orleans Rougarou, and in exchange, the season 30 New Orleans second was sent to the Maui Makos, which in then turn was sent to the Death Valley Scorpions along with the season 30 Maui round 1. So 2 season 30 picks sent to Death Valley in exchange for 7 overall and 26 overall in this draft. So Maui trading more into this draft and Death Valley trading more out of this draft. Both GMs are on the trade. Would either of you like to talk about this a little bit?
Oh, this was such a mess. So
Yeah.
originally this was a 3-way trade. It was supposed to be a 3-way trade between DVS, Maui, and NOLA, and apparently somebody tried to trade a pick they didn't have.
That was Person Man, not me.
Yeah, so we had to do it all over again in separate parts. But all in all, this was planned out pretty far ahead of time, and it all got worked out in the end.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a trend here, if you can't tell. We have no cap space. So we've got 1 million picks and we can't pay anybody. So we're trading back some of them. You know, we'll see what happens later on. But did you just leak the pick?
No.
Or no. Okay, number 7 is up next. All right, we're good.
Yep,
We're good.
number 7's up
Cool.
next. Markus Emerson was just drafted. We're good.
No, you're right.
You're giving me PTSD because a couple of drafts ago I did leak a pick because I was clicking too quickly. I believe it was John Barron, aka Bovo.
I think it was more than one pick, if I'm being honest, but it's okay. We don't talk about it.
I'm only human, after all. But Diesel, go ahead and announce number 7 overall.
All right. So as I said, this is a recurring trend. Needed outfield help really badly. So with the number 7 pick, Maui selected Connor McNasty, center fielder, username Gingerface. And it same thing as last time. Needed an outfielder. Talked to him. Seemed really happy about coming to the team. So it's all worked out. Right place, right time.
So congratulations to Connor McNasty, another Brew City Bear. Also headed to the Maui Makos here, 206 TPE, 293 average, 339 OBP. The center fielder Connor McNasty will be headed to Maui. Congratulations to the Maui Makos for this pick, and congratulations to Connor McNasty for going at 7 overall here in the Season 28 draft. And thank you to Pazuzu and Hummusgod for gifting some subs in the chat. Also, Loki gifting a Tier 1 sub to Lucky Train. So we 11 subs gifted in the time between these last two picks. So congratulations to those recipients. Oh, parlay tracker. Yes,
No problem.
we should have been updating that as we went along. One of the questions was, when will the first catcher be drafted? That was actually after pick 2.5, the first catcher being drafted, Dustin Johnson at number 4. And for will the number 5 overall pick be a batter or a pitcher? Obi-Wan General Kenobi is a pitcher. So there's the parlay tracker for you. I don't know how I'm going to track this one. The picks in the top 16. Maybe we'll come back to that at the end of the stream or something. But at the end of the first round, the end of the second round, we'll have more parlay info to reveal. But before we get to that, and thank you, Loki, for gifting another Tier 1 sub. Here we go. With number 8, finally one of the Vandals picks, and I get to announce it as the GM of the Vandals, which is great. I'm very excited about this one. Thank you, Reno, for gifting us up. Jeez, everyone's on the hype train tonight. With the number 8 overall pick in the Season 28 draft, the Vancouver Vandals select Reggie Shrub, aka Shrub02 of the Amarillo Armadillos, second baseman with 242 TPE, 264 average, and 319 OBP. Reggie Shrub, I love this render, by the way. This is great render. He's kind of hiding in the shrubbery, but congratulations to Reggie Shrub. We're very excited to have you. Vandals needed a couple of infielders after the recent-ish departure of Jackie Daytona, and Herb Sessions just retired as well this season. So in need of infielders, we're very excited to welcome to the team Reggie Shrub. I can't wait for Shrub to join the clubhouse. Dude Man and I were very excited to make this pick. So congratulations to Reggie Shrub. We are very excited to have you. Dillo. And then we have the number 9 overall selection belonging to the San Antonio Sloths.
Trade.
Thank you very much. I was just about to mention that with the number 9 overall pick, the Sloths actually trade it here. It's going over to Nashville Stars along with John Rayner, retained $2.5 million in Season 28. And in addition, and in return, the San Antonio Sloths received from the Nashville Stars the Season 31 first and second round picks from the Stars, as well as Taylor Johnson, which I guess means something impending for one of the GMs of Nashville. Zach, do you want to talk me through this one?
We finally got rid of the worst brother. He retired, so this player is going to spend a season with San Antonio. We get John, I don't know if it's Rayner or Rainier, so he's going to replace Taylor in the rotation. We are really excited to make the pick that's about to happen. But yeah, this cap thing, and also since we're doing like a whole new core, we have like a young group of guys. Taylor will be a part of that since he's recreating as a pitcher. So excited to kind of add on to the core that we're building.
And you also mentioned that there is also a second round pick going to Nashville in addition to the number 9 overall in this draft and John Rayner. Nashville will also receive the season 29 next draft, second round pick from either New York or Nashville, whichever one they end up with from Nashville. I don't know what that means. Was there like
I didn't orchestrate this. I might act like I did, but I definitely did not orchestrate this. This is all Taylor in his doing.
I gotta pull up the compendium to see what this means. Someone explain this to me. Did they own the season? Did you guys own season 29 New York and you did? You own both New York and Nashville season 29, whichever one we end up with from Nashville.
So
I don't
yeah,
know
we don't have to really focus on that too much.
Yeah, we won't.
It's a second round pick.
But second round pick from season 29 is being sent. Drew also thinks that there was a condition involved with one of them. Okay, so we don't know what that is, but we'll move on here. Second round pick in season 29 will also be sent by the Sloths to the
Taylor put in the chat, we traded the better of a couple seconds and basically got it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So whatever he said, he's like the shadow GM. I'm the face of the franchise now. All right, do you want me to announce number 9?
Before you do, I just want to thank Danny B for gifting 5 subs. But yes, please do announce number 9 overall, Zach.
All right, so very happy to announce that with the 9th pick, Nashville selects Hayden Andrews, third baseman, ABH 89.
ABH 89. If you are a member of the ISFL, this should be a familiar name, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
ABH is very known over there.
Yeah, he was actually he was my DSFL GM. He's a really, really good dude. Sorry to interrupt.
What team does ABH GM?
He was the GM of London. I don't think he is anymore, but I also haven't been on London in like several seasons, so I don't know if that's correct or not.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations to ABH 89. Hayden Andrews, the third baseman from Chicago Kingpins, will be heading to Nashville. 230 TPE, 295 average, 349 OBP. You guys just like the Cubs renders, don't you? You drafted
honestly,
Anthony Brizzo, and now you have the Chris Bryant
so, like,
render.
No offense to Cubs fans, but fuck the Cubs.
Wow.
As an Indians fan, now Guardians fan. But yeah, for some reason we get a bunch of Cubs renders, but it's fine. You know, we got good people. This will be DeGumpa's eventual replacement. So Sag, we're all getting old.
It happens. It happens. As someone who has a retired player myself, I know the feels. But congratulations to both the Nashville Stars and Hayden Andrews. I think this is going to be a great match between the two of you. And with that, I do want to mention, you also mentioned from that number 9 overall trade that they came into this draft with 4 first-round picks and knew that we would likely not pick all 4. With backloading now banned, our cap situation looked a bit grim, and Rainer's $28.5 million in the next 2 seasons were a worry to us. We basically swapped first and seconds for later picks. And get back another retired GM called Johnson. Again, another retired GM called Johnson, since Alex Johnson was the first one to take that spot in the rotation. By next season, we are fortunate to have younger guys to take over that spot while saving us $14.5 million in season 29 to be able to keep everyone else around. Shu actually posted a the awards ballot, and under the Alex Johnson mention for relief pitchers, said that like the Sloths enjoyed having a retired player named Johnson on their team so much that ... never mind, no leaks. And I messaged Shu, I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, the Taylor Johnson trade. And I'm like, oh. So, but yeah. And now we move on to the Sloths with their number 10 overall pick. Here we go. Number 10 overall in the season 28 draft, the San Antonio Sloths select Sneaky SNEK, a.k.a. King Cobra, formerly Slithery SNEK. The shortstop from the Anchorage Wheelers, 225 TPE, 266 average, 313 OBP. Everyone puts in the chat for the SNEK. Juosu says Frankly, SNEK has been everyone's favorite player since joining the league, and Twitter especially. While pitching seemed like a bigger need to us, we just couldn't pass up a user like him who really impressed us in interviews too, and looks to be even more successful with this player than his last. His passion is obvious, and we are hoping he will be a part of the Sloths for a long time. So congratulations to Sneaky SNEK for being drafted here to the San Antonio Sloths. I love the render too. It's just a snake with the ball. It's San Antonio Sloths cap. I love it. But anyway, with number 11 overall, we are moving on to the Boise Raptors selection. And with that pick, the Boise Raptors will select Bobby Roode, a.k.a. Pow Adrian. I apologize if I mispronounced that. There's a lot of vowels. But Bobby Roode, the catcher from the Anchorage Wheelers, 238 TPE, 314 average, and a 368 OBP. Having a really good season in the minors last year. Bobby Roode going to the Boise Raptors. Few people saying bust in the chat. Let's see. So Jess sent some quotes involving some of the Boise Raptors picks, and sent a really, really long and really amusing wrestling themed blurb that apparently Reno wrote. I don't think I could do it justice. I don't have a good voice for that, so instead I'm going to read the backup quote that they had. But maybe Reno will post it somewhere in maybe, I don't know, in Maine or something. But Jess says, we had really great talks with Pow, and he's a guy who our whole war room has been pretty impressed with, not just here, but in other sim leagues as well. His whole character concept is glorious, all caps, and we are really excited to bring him into the locker room because we think he's a great personality match for our culture, and we are thrilled we were able to pick him when we did. All right. Hey, if Rito wants to come on and read it, by all means. I don't know if I need to add Reno as a friend in order to add them to the chat. But all right, Reno, I sent you a friend request. You gotta. Oh, there you are, Reno.
Yes. All right.
Read it off for us.
You know they say all draft picks are created equal. But you look at Bobby Roode, and then you look at CKAcho, and you see that statement is not true. See, normally when you go one-on-one with another prospect, you got a 50-50 chance of being drafted before them. But Bobby Roode is a genetic freak, and he's not normal. So you got a 25% at best to be drafted before him. And then you add the cult of Jess into the mix, the chances of getting drafted drastically go down. See? The three-way at sacrifice. You got a 33 and a third chance of being drafted before Bobby Roode. But Bobby got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because CKAcho knows he can't get drafted before him, and he's not even going to try. So, CKAcho, you take your 33 and a third chance minus Bobby's 25% chance if you was to go one-on-one, and you got an 8 and a third chance of getting drafted before Bobby. But then you take Bobby's 75% chance of winning if you was to go one-on-one, and add 66 and 2/3%. Bobby got a 141 and 2/3 chance of being drafted before you. Senor, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at the PBE draft.
Thank you, Reno.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night, y'all.
And there goes Reno. So apparently this is a copy pasta or something from Scott Steiner. I'm not too familiar with Scott Steiner, unfortunately, but congratulations to Bobby Roode and the Boise Raptors. Oh, I did it again! No, my hand hit the space bar. With the number 12 overall pick, this lost select Konstantin Khan.
Good lord. Did you actually leak another pick?
I did. I was just talking about it. Fire AJ.
Fire and kick AJ.
Yep, put the hashtags in the chat. I deserve it. Oh my goodness. I am sorry, Sloths, and I am sorry, Khan, but congratulations to both of you for for this pick, number 12 overall. Juosa says probably the least surprising pick of them all. Khan is a longtime sloth with 2 of his previous players, and we love him here. Always consistent and dependable. Khan was also a co-GM for the Sloths for 10 seasons or so. He also fills a need for us in the bullpen down the road. We are pleased to bring him back another time. So congratulations to the Sloths for drafting Konstantin Khan, and congratulations to Khan for returning to the Sloths here. 220 TPE, 4.95 ERA, 1.60 WHIP. The relief pitcher from State College Swift Steeds, Konstantin Khan. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that we were just talking about leaking picks and then I did. Well, at number 13 overall, we actually have a trade where the Detroit Demons have entered the picture here, obtaining the number 13 overall selection from the San Antonio Sloths, and in return, San Antonio sends to Detroit Detroit's season 31. Detroit sends to San Antonio their first round pick from season 31. I messed that up a little bit, but Detroit receives this pick. Sloths receive a season 31 first rounder from Detroit down the road. And Juosu says, quote, like I said, we kind of knew we wouldn't pick all 4 picks here. Our cap is still a bit of a problem, and we don't have any burning needs, so we are able to delay this pick until a later time, something we have done before. There's also the possibility that this pick ends up slightly lower by then than this one was. Chat is telling me that this would be the 4th trade for the parlay, so that would be the over for the draft parlay. But coming back to the draft board, the Detroit Demons now enter the first round here at number 13 overall, and with it, they select Jet Jaguar, aka Slate, first baseman from the Louisville Lemurs, and I think that this is a fantastic pick. I had some previous experiences with Slate when I had my very short term time in the ISFL, and I absolutely loved working with Slate. So I think that Detroit got a great pick here, and I think that they're going to be very happy about this. So congratulations to Jet Jaguar for being drafted to the Detroit Demons here at number 13 overall, and congratulations to the Demons for getting a great user in Slate and a great player in Jet Jaguar. That will bring us to number 14 overall. And Cal, you are on the mic here with me.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to...
I'm here.
So
what we were thinking with this pick was we really need a pitcher, but we don't have any cap space.
Mm-hmm.
So we traded the pick.
Traded it to the New Orleans Rougarou, who in return sent to DVS their first round in season 31. So another like 1-for-1 first round pick swap, just kind of delaying these first round picks a little bit farther down the line. So New Orleans will receive this pick coming up here, while DVS will have New Orleans' round 1 pick in season 31. And this will be the Rougarou's first pick of the draft, and with it, they will select Jet STARGASM. So we had the back-to-back Jets, Jet Jaguar, and now Jet STARGASM, a.k.a. McWolf, the shortstop from the Kansas City Hepcats. 234 TPE, 279 average with a 330 OBP. Phillies has this to say: for a team of werewolves, picking a user named McWolf was a no-brainer. McWolf came with a lot of great endorsements, already has a league job, and looks to slot in well as our future second baseman with the retirement of Cook this season. We knew we wanted to trade into this draft to grab a pick, and we're excited to have been able to bring in Jet STARGASM. So for those of you who don't know, J.R. Cook, Eldorian's player, just retired, I believe today actually. So with that retirement, there is a inevitable opening in the infield, and Jet STARGASM may be able to fill that spot for New Orleans very very easily, and I'm sure the New Orleans Rougarou are very happy to have Jet STARGASM on board. Congratulations to McWolf for being drafted here at number 14 overall by the New Orleans Rougarou. That will bring us to number 15 overall, that being the Providence Crabs selection. And with that number 15 pick, the Providence Crabs select Sportsboy57, user also Sportsboy57. This is one of the more unique names in my opinion, but Sportsboy57, a starting pitcher from the Chicago Kingpins. Selected here by the Providence Crabs, 213 TPE, 4.24 ERA, and a 1.40 WHIP. Sportsboy57 is a starting pitcher from birthplace of California. Is a junk baller starting pitcher archetype with a circle change that is already at 72. In the minor leagues. That's actually really insane that their put away pitch is that high already. So congratulations to Sportsboy57 for being drafted here by the Providence Crabs. I'm sure the Crabs are very happy with their pick here. That will bring us to number 16 overall, and number 16 will be traded. It's going to Indianapolis Apex. And in return, the Providence Crabs are receiving number 21 overall in this draft, as well as their own round 3 pick in season 29. Apex possessed that pick and is now sending it back to the Crabs in addition to number 21 overall in this draft instead for this pick. So number 16 overall, the Indianapolis Apex now select Max BENIGSEN, the catcher from the Anchorage Wheelers. I feel like we got a lot of Wheelers here tonight. Wheelers having a lot of picks in this draft going high here. And I do have a quote from All Bets on James, one of the GMs from the Apex, saying, "We were a bit surprised to see Max available still at this point in the draft and figured they would be gone in the top 10. They seem to be a great earner and a highly touted rookie in the minors, and seems to be a great hitter for sure, which seems to be one of our weaker points currently. We figured the pick would for sure help us prepare and usher in the new generation of Apex that should be needed and ready for the future of the team." So it sounds like the Apex are very happy with their selection here of Argonisi. I apologize. Some of the users' names tonight I am just butchering, but Argonisi maybe? Max BENIGSEN. Congratulations on being drafted here at number 16 overall to the Indianapolis Apex. Gurren in the chat. I love it. So that's going to do it for the first round. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first round draft board. Grab your screenshots if you need to. And that will also bring us to the how many batters will be drafted in the first round question of the parlay, over or under 5.5. We got Jack Condor, we got Dustin Johnson, we got Emerson and McNasty, we got Connor Shrub, we got Hayden Andrews, we got definitely more than 5.5. So the answer for number 4 in that parlay is the over. We got one more, and that's going to be how many pitchers are drafted in the second round. So we will see when we get to the second round. But first we have some compensation picks. The Buffalo Surge, Vancouver Vandals, and the Boise Raptors have 3 picks here in the have 1 pick each, I should say, in the compensation round for players leaving the teams. I believe it was Santana Cruz, Jackie Daytona, and Benny Rodriguez that have now found new teams, and because they left, these 3 teams were awarded compensation picks. And so with number 17 overall, the Buffalo Surge select PM Scram. PM Scram, a.k.a. Mater Scram, is a starting pitcher from the Louisville Lemurs organization, 217 TPE, from Madison, Wisconsin. They are a flamethrower starting pitcher archetype with a fastball that's already hit 70. And so congratulations to PM Scram for being drafted to the Buffalo Surge here at number 17 overall. And congratulations to the Buffalo Surge for this pick. Solid pitcher in PM Scram. Number 18 overall, the Vandals are up next, and the Vandals will select Sun Sin Yi, Dillo. And this is another, we picked Reggie Shrub in the first round, and we're picking another Amarillo Armadillo here in Sun Sin Yi. Vandals definitely need pitching. We've been looking for pitching for quite some time, and we were very happy with Sun Sin Yi. We really liked what Yi brought to the table, and we really liked our conversation with the user. I am absolutely going to butcher this. I think it's the last Heraclid. There's no capitalization, so I'm guessing that's it. But the last Heraclid, starting pitcher from the Dillos organization, as I mentioned, already has 212 TPE and is a flamethrower starting pitcher with a velocity of 95 to 97, and a circle change, fastball, and cutter in the repertoire. So congratulations to Sun Sin Yi. We are very, very excited to draft you to the Vancouver Vandals, and we can't wait to see what you do in your future. We're really excited to have you. That'll bring us to number 19, that being the Boise Raptors. And with the number 19 overall selection, the Boise Raptors take Jenkins Miller, aka Sean. Let me pull up Sean's page here. Jenkins Miller is a starting pitcher from the Dallas Dynamos organization, 237 TPE. A flamethrower that has a circle change at 67, as well as a screwball and a fastball to round out their repertoire. And Jess has this to say: I had a really nice chat with Sean. We are both really active in the SHL, and I knew of him from over there, even if our paths haven't crossed much. He feels a growing need for us as some of our pitchers get a little older, and we're very happy to add him to the next generation of Raptors. So congratulations to the Boise Raptors for drafting Jenkins Miller here, and congratulations to Sean for heading, I believe, back to the Boise Raptors organization. I think Sean's previous recreate, Lonnie Anderson, may have spent some time with the Raptors, if I'm not mistaken. But that is the number 19 overall selection. My mouth's getting dry. I apologize. But that will bring us to the second round, and as you can see, quite a bit of forfeits here. some picks were forfeit due to cap penalties. So we have looks like 7 forfeitures in the second round alone, and we are going to be starting off the second round with the Seattle Sea Serpents at number 20 overall. And number 20 overall, the Seattle Sea Serpents are actually going to trade it, along with number 22 overall, to the Detroit Demons. So 2 second-round picks here going from Seattle to Detroit, and in return, Detroit is sending their first-round pick from Season 30. Now, all of these trades are going to be made available on the forum on JSync in maybe the next day or two, so you'll be able to see all of these trades when they do go live on the forums. So if you want the further details of all the trades and to see them in writing, just keep an eye on that trades section on JSync. But with the number 20 overall selection, the Detroit Demons select Barry Bonds, not that Barry Bonds, but Barry with an E, aka Subby 500. Barry Bonds is a first baseman from the Louisville Lemurs organization with 211 TPE from Hobart College. They are the big man on campus archetype with first base, catcher, and third base as their 3 primary positions. And it looks like they have a really decent BABIP and power against right-handed pitchers, seemingly favoring that side of the that handedness of pitcher, I should say, with 54 BABIP compared to 48 against left-handed pitchers, and 63 power against righties versus 50 against lefties. So congratulations to the Detroit Demons for picking up this this player, the righty pitcher specialist, I guess. So definitely going to be a little bit higher in the batting order against righties until they even that out. Or maybe they don't want to even it out. We'll see. But Barry Bonds, congratulations on being drafted here at number 20 overall to the Detroit Demons. And with the number 21 overall selection, the Providence Crabs will make their pick, and it will be Nolan Nola, a.k.a. Rapid Eagle, a relief pitcher. Pulling up the page right now. Nolan Nola, a relief pitcher from the Florida Flamingos organization. Rapid Eagle has created a flamethrower relief pitcher that already has a velocity of 99 to 101, so definitely pouring the TPE into that velocity. They've got a fastball, slider, and cutter in their repertoire. And 202 TPE total. Congratulations to the Providence Crabs for drafting Nolan Nola, and congratulations to Rapid Eagle for being drafted here at number 21 overall to the Providence Crabs.
I just got to jump in real quick and say
absolutely.
I was pissed by this pick because Rapid is an awesome person. I love him so much, and we were really, really hoping he dropped to 23. Not that there weren't some other great players available, but he looks like a really good player, and I think the Crabs really got a great pick for where they were picking. A great player for where they were picking.
Yeah, absolutely a good pick by the Providence Crabs here at number 21. Nolan Nola, congratulations to both Rapid Eagle and the Crabs. That will bring us to number 22 overall. That being the Detroit Demons selection that they just traded for from the Seattle Sea Serpents, and with it, they will select Newfoundland Berserker. I Heart Noodles is the username. Newfoundland Berserker is a third baseman from the Kansas City Hepcats organization. With 195 TPE, they are going with the Streak archetype and have put some TPE into their fielding range, as well as the BABIP and the Avoid Ks. Looks like they're definitely wanting to be an infielder with third base, second base, and first base as their three main positions. So congratulations to the Detroit Demons for trading for this pick and drafting Newfoundland Berserker, and congratulations to I Heart Noodles for being drafted here to the Detroit Demons. Now we have number 23 overall, that being the Death Valley Scorpions. Cal, would you like to announce this pick?
Yeah, so we were really thinking that we want pitchers, but we just don't have any cap space. So
it's a trade, right?
We decided to draft Namlet.
Namlet.
Yakel Red.
Yakel Red.
We need a relief pitcher, and Namlet is no frick. You don't go home. You wait till you're drafted like everybody else. We all, I don't know about all of us, but me and a couple of the people in the war room already know Namlet from other leagues, and he's been awesome in all of them. No matter where he lands TPE wise, it's going to be great to have him in the locker room, but personally I have really high hopes for his player to be a reliever for us for a long time. He's a junk baller. He's got a perfect build going already, so I don't know if he knows what's up or somebody's helping him out, but I think he's going to end up being a really great player.
209 TPE. They're from the Dallas Dynamos organization. Junk baller relief pitcher with 60 control on both sides and a circle change at 70 and knuckle curve and sinker to round out the build. So congratulations to Namlet, Yakel Red, for being drafted by the Death Valley Scorpions here at number 23 overall. And congratulations to you, Cal, and the rest of the Death Valley organization for getting a great pick here in Namlet. And that will bring us to number 24, technically, which was forfeit by the Cancun Toros due to cap, if I'm not mistaken. I know some of these forfeits are due to actual punishments, but I don't know which ones, unfortunately. Not off the top of my head, anyway.
I could probably show that for you. Let's see. Does it say in here forfeit? These are all due to cap space.
These are all due. Okay, these are all due to cap space then. I think there's a couple punishment forfeits later on. But
Supernovas are a regression, and then the third round has other regression ones. The fourth round has 2 punishments.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But this will bring us to number 25 and 26 back-to-back selections. And Diesel, this is your team picking, the Maui Makos. Would you like to reveal number 25?
So you'll see another trend coming up this time. Now that we had our outfield set up, the main place we were really looking now was our pool 10. There was not really a single like active actual relief pitcher in there, so we really wanted to focus on that this draft as well. So with the well, in our board it says 24, on the stream it says 25, but Maui drafts D's Huevos relief pitcher, username Adam S. Had a great talk with him when we were scouting, and he really wanted to be on the team, and he was excited about the people we had, so I was super happy to be able to get him on the team. And you want me to do the next pick as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So he's probably gonna get mad at me since I picked him second of these 2 picks, but with this next pick, Maui picks. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and he's gonna have to tell me. But I'm just gonna say Frick. It's Frick.
Yep.
But his player's CK. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, anybody who's been in the league for a while and knows me knows Frick's like one of my best friends. We were GMs of the Mounties for a long time, and I love him so much. And any chance I can get to be on a team with him makes me super happy. So I'm glad we were able to pick him where we did.
Well, congratulations to the Maui Makos for picking up a couple of relief pitchers here. D. Suevos, a.k.a. Adam S., 186 TPE from the Dallas Dynamos organization, a flamethrower relief pitcher. And Fasike Acho, the relief pitcher from the Brew City Bears organization with 225 TPE. Also a flamethrower relief pitcher archetype. Two future members of the Maui Makos pen in Huevos and Acho together picked back-to-back at 25 and 26. And that will bring us to number 27, which was forfeit.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry. Just Frick is like saying like y'all messed up not taking me, and like saying can't believe he went so low. And it's like, Frick, people around the league love you, man. But if you're saying that you're going to be going from team to team...
I think he's trolling.
He might be, but for anyone who might not know the deal, Frick wants to jump from team to team to try to get the best opportunity at being the best RP in history or something like that.
You're kind of painting it a weird way.
Am I?
He wants one season contracts.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean he wants to jump around. He just wants the best opportunity for him.
Fair. No, Frick's not getting boomed. Frick and I are buddies. Get out of here, Lance. I think I might be a moderator.
Drama. Wait, what?
All I can really say is, I trust Frick, and I know he's a good guy, and when we talked about this, we talked about the whole thing a lot, and I think I understand where he's coming from. He understands where we're coming from, and I think it works out for the best.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, if you want to go for the Hall of Fame, and the best way to do that is moving around teams, go off, King. Do your thing. But in the draft, if you say that, you're probably going to fall because teams are afraid to lose value on picks.
All right, we're gonna
Even
move
if
on.
he's not going team to team. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm trying
Sorry.
to provide interesting commentary.
I know, but we're gonna move on. We got a lot of picks to get to.
Alrighty.
Number 27 and 28 were forfeit by the Boise Raptors and San Antonio Sloths, respectively, and and that brings us to number 29 overall, being the Detroit Demons. And with that pick, Detroit Demons are also going to select a relief pitcher. They will select. Oh wait, hold on. Seattle Sea Serpents receive number 29 overall, and Detroit Demons receive 36 and 39 overall. Is this? Yes, I apologize. Seattle Sea Serpents receive number 29 overall, and Detroit Demons receive 36 and 39 overall. So Seattle Sea Serpents will select Aaron Beckett. Relief pitcher Legion of Slugs is the username. Aaron Beckett is from the California Firehawks organization, 217 TPE. Legion of Slugs has created a junk baller relief pitcher archetype with a circle change already at 90, which is absolutely crazy. And like for a player who's like still in the minors, still under cap, a 90 pitch is pretty much unheard of. But if you're a Firehawk, you've probably heard of it because Aaron Beckett, the relief pitcher, has a 90 rated circle change. So congratulations to Aaron Beckett for being a future Seattle Sea Serpent. And congratulations to the Seattle Sea Serpents on getting this player. And we'll bring it to number 30 overall, that being Sarasota Supernovas. And I think this is, I don't know if this is correct, but I think this is Sarasota's first pick in this draft. And with it, at number 30 overall, they will select Harley Fank, a.k.a. the starting pitcher, Bebob. Bebob, formerly known as Farley Hank, a outfielder, but has now recreated as a starting pitcher, and is drafted here by the Sarasota Supernovas. Fank has 211 TPE. They're from the Amarillo Armadillos roster. Dillo. From Seattle, Washington. They are a flamethrower archetype. With a 60 rated circle change, a 50 sinker, and a screwball and slider. So 4 pitches for Harley Fank. And Junie did send a quote here saying, "A legend in the state of Florida. I'm so happy to bring Bebob back to the great Sunshine State. This flamethrower is going to hurl Sarasota back from the ashes and is the first big piece in the puzzle." So congratulations, Harley Fank, for being selected to the Sarasota Supernovas, and congratulations to Sarasota for bringing Bebob back into the fold. That'll bring us to number 31 overall, that being the Seattle Sea Serpents pick, and with it, the Seattle Sea Serpents must select their GM Jormungandr Ragnarok, and bring the creator of this player, Jormungandr Ragnarok, says, "We must have really been running out of options if we had to draft this bum in the second round. We aren't expecting much out of him and don't even know why we drafted him. Be on the lookout for him being a total draft bust." For those of you who don't know, as I mentioned, Jormungandr Ragnarok is Brainchild's Recreate. Ragnarok has 240 TPE right now from the Anchorage Wheelers organization. They are a junk baller starting pitcher archetype with a circle change at 80 and a curveball and sinker to round out their pitch repertoire. Yep, everyone's putting bust in the chat as I expected. The GM picks always get the bust comments. I can't wait for season 29 when Wendy Marvel gets those comments when the Vandals draft her in the second round. But congratulations to the Sea Serpents. You have now drafted your GM. 32 through 35 are all forfeit by the Rougarou, the Apex, the Supernovas, and the Aviators, which will bring us to the third round, and you will see, yes, quite a bit more forfeits. Some punishments, some regression due to regression, late regression, some cap penalties, but in the end, there are only 5 picks for this third round. Oh, real quick, how many pitchers were drafted? Over under 6.5. We had Nola, we had Red, we had Huevos, we had Acho, that's 4. We had Beckett, 5, Fank, 6, and Ragnarok, 7. So over, but just barely over on the parlay. And that'll bring us to the third round. AJ leaking more. Did I leak another pick? Oh, are you guys talking about Marvel? Okay, never mind. Yeah, season 29. Vandal.
Probably the forfeits too.
Oh, that might be it. I don't know.
All the leaked picks.
Yeah, all the leaked forfeit picks.
What will forfeit ever do? Oh no.
I don't know. I can't wait for someone to actually make a player called forfeit, and then
that's what Musha said, like right before.
And then get drafted in the midst of a bunch of forfeits. Like, if there was a player named Forfeit and the Rougarous drafted them at 48, we wouldn't know. Other than the blank space here, then being filled in later.
Genius.
It would be. I can't wait for that to actually happen. Number 36, the Detroit Demons will select Sad Pepe, a.k.a. Tyler, or Tyler, spelled with an A, so I don't know if it's Tyler or Tyler. They are a relief pitcher from the Florida Flamingos organization, 213 TPE, a junk baller archetype with a circle change, knuckle curve, and sinker in their pitching repertoire. Circle change already at 70. The next two, so congratulations to Sad Pepe, aka Tyler, for being drafted here to the Detroit Demons. We head on to 37 and 38, which are both forfeit, one by the Surge and the other by the Makos. And I see some people are noticing that the numbering is a little bit off here at the end. Yes, 33 through 35 should be 49 through 51. Whoops. Oh well. But number 39, the Detroit Demons, with back-to-back picks, will select another pitcher, this one being Cameron Grimes. This one, though, a starting pitcher. Username the Danga Zone, or the Danger Zone. I apologize. 197 TPE from the Kingpins roster. They are a junk baller relief pitcher from North Carolina State. And they have a circle change, curveball, and sinker pitch, with the circle change being up to 65 already, and control on both sides being up to 55. So congratulations to the Danga Zone, Cameron Grimes, for being drafted here by the Detroit Demons. Demons picking up a couple of pitchers here in the third round. Number 40 was forfeit by the Providence Crabs, so that will bring us to number 41, which currently belongs to the Nashville Stars. However, if I'm not mistaken, there is a trade. It's going to be a third round for another third round. New York receives this pick from Nashville, and in return, Nashville receives New York's Season 30 Round 3. And Enoch, I do hear you on the stream. Welcome. It's
Hello.
Didn't actually formally introduce you because you weren't at the start, but
it's okay.
But welcome. Do you want to talk me through this trade a little bit?
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of really much high picks at all, and throughout the draft, I was just kind of tracking a few people and seeing if they were still available. And Nashville put this pick up on the block somewhere. I think it was in the early second round still, and TJ and I were chatting about it, and I was just saying, it kind of depends what happens. And there was a target that I wanted, and lo and behold, they were available at this pick, and so we jumped on it and picked up number 41 here. And with that 41st pick here, the Voyagers, yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
the Voyagers will select Kent Murphy III, first baseman, from the Kansas City Hepcats.
Gee, I wonder why.
I do wonder why, man. So it's almost like the GM drafted them before.
Whoa.
So yeah, Kent Murphy III is a Hepcat, and he was actually picked next to last in the last season's minors draft, and what a steal that was for us. He is currently, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually a 206 TPE,
Yes.
and he just got, at the time of the draft, when it was occurring, he just got the auditor job, and after, I think after I made the pick, he got the updater job as well. So he was looking to try to earn as much as he can. He was really excited about the league, and we were just I was just ecstatic that I was able to get him here. And we were looking for a bat, first base DH type that will need in a few seasons to replace some of our aging bats, and he will fit perfectly in New York.
Well, congratulations to Kent Murphy III, the Big D12, for being drafted twice now by Enoch. Kent Murphy III has the Freak archetype, already gained the power boosted to 53 and 61 for left versus lefties and righties respectively. They are first baseman with a third base and center field as their secondary and tertiary positions. So congratulations to the New York Voyagers for this pick, your first pick of the draft. And that will bring us to number 43, the Vandals. Finally get another pick. We've drafted 2 Dillos so far, and we're going in a different direction. We are not drafting another Mario Armadillo here. But we are drafting someone that, if I'm being honest, we were very kind of surprised that they fell to the 3rd round. I'm guessing that a large portion of that had to do with the amount of forfeitures that happened in the 2nd round. Like a lot of great players are still showing up here in the 3rd round. But we were lucky enough with all those forfeits ahead of us to pick up Zaron Pryor, 226 TPE from the Kansas City Hepcats organization. Husky 311 is the user. They have the Freak archetype and are boosting the BABIP all the way to 45 and 50 so far, with a fielding range of 65, left field, center field, and second base as their 3 positions. We are really, really excited to have Zaron Pryor with us. We were looking at the board and we're just like thinking about who we wanted to take, and we're like, wait a minute, is Pryor still there? Yep, he was. So we drafted him, and we are very excited to have him. So welcome to the Vancouver Vandals, Zaron Pryor. Can't wait to talk with you more in the Vandals locker room. 44 through 47 are forfeit due to either cap or regression, but the last pick of the 3rd round will be number 48, that being from the New Orleans Rougarou, and the Rougarou, with the number 48 selection, will take Eddie Gar. Eddie Gar from the... I apologize, I didn't have this one ready to go. Eddie Gar, a left fielder from the Florida Flamingos organization, 181 TPE, with the Streak archetype. And Phillies did give a quote saying, Igor, the user, is a long time close friend of Eldorian's, so seeing him still available in the 3rd was another no-brainer. We've had 2 consecutive 3rd steals in Derek Yeater in Season 26 and Mitch the T-Rex Season 27, and we expect that Eddie Gar will make it 3 consecutive. So congratulations to Eddie Gar for being drafted here to the New Orleans Rougarou. All right, and that will bring us to the 4th round. We start to see some of the passes show up here from the Maui Makos and the Rougarou and the Apex. But number 52 in the 4th round, number 52 overall, the 4th round selection, is going to be the Seattle Sea Serpents selecting Spruce Butter. Spruce Butter, the relief pitcher from the Dallas Dynamos organization. Username Burb is Burr. Previous create, I believe, was Tyler Colvin. But now they have created Spruce Butter, a 195 TPE relief pitcher with the junk baller archetype. Control is up to 57 on both sides, and they have a circle change at 75 with a fork, ball, and sinker to round out their repertoire. Spruce Butter headed to the Seattle Sea Serpents. Congratulations to Seattle and to Burb is Burr. Will bring us to the Buffalo Surge at number 53, and with number 53, the Buffalo Surge select Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly, the starting pitcher, with 168 TPE from the Kansas City Hepcats organization. They are from, Los Angeles, California. Username Sir Bongo, previously known as Andrew Berry. They're a flamethrower starting pitcher with 97 and 99 velocity. If they put 30 more TPE into that to raise it one more notch, they are already at the max velocity for this archetype. Looks like they have a fastball, cutter, and splitter as their three main pitches. So congratulations to Ryan O'Reilly, Sir Bongo, for being drafted here to the Buffalo Surge. Now Mako's passed on their pick here, and that will bring it to the Sarasota Supernovas, who with the number 55 overall selection will select Bjorn Viggosen, aka Ace, previously known as Ace Faulkner, if I'm not mistaken. They are a catcher with 141 TPE from the Dillos organization. We have a handyman archetype with looks like 60 catcher ability already, and 40 BABIP on both sides and 40 avoid Ks on both sides. So congratulations to the Supernovas for drafting Bjorn Viggosen here at number 55, and congratulations to Ace for being drafted here. That'll bring us to number 56, the Cancun Toros. Actually are going to trade it to my Vancouver Vandals. We really wanted a pick here in the fourth. We wanted to try and add a pick to our current pick to try and pick up some more players here, and so we sent our season 29 fourth round pick to the Cancun Toros for their fourth round pick here, number 56 overall. And so with that number 56 overall selection, we selected Lil Smoothie Vert, aka Madman13, well-known user in the community, co-host of the Women in PBE podcast. We were very excited to draft Lil Smoothie Vert here, and we can't wait to have them as a member of the Vancouver Vandals. I'm trying to. There's the player roster page I was looking for. 156 TPE from the Chicago Kingpins organization. Smoothie Vert is a flamethrower archetype out of Clemson College. Already has their velocity at 94 to 96. Control and movement are both at 50 for both sides, and they have a fastball, slider, and cutter as their three main pitches. So congratulations to Lil Smoothie Vert. We're very excited to have you, and we can't wait to have you in the Vancouver Vandals locker room very soon. That'll bring us to number 59, also a Vandals pick. However, we decided to trade that one and trade down a little bit. So we received the number 66 overall pick a little bit further down the list from New York, in addition to New York's fifth round pick in season 29. So we got a fifth and a fourth in exchange for our fourth here, basically trading down a few spots and getting a fifth in the process. We don't know how good that fifth round is going to be, but we wanted to get a little bit of something for trading down, and New York trades up. Enoch, would you like to announce your number 59 overall pick?
Yeah, with the 59 overall pick, we selected the starting pitcher, Eddie George. And if I'm not mistaken, Eddie George is on the Bears, and he was roughly, I don't have the sheet in front of me, so I think it was like 160 something.
There are
TPE?
153 TPE
Oh,
currently.
153. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we kind of figured that we wanted to take the chance to move up a little bit to grab what we thought was the last active starter in the draft. We did we did wanted to trade in for number 56, but certain people were not awake.
Well.
And but anyways, but yeah, so welcome to the team, Eddie. The username is actually, the Discord name is Hecker. It was
Mamba
else.
for life.
Mamba for life. Yeah. Before, so we did. They did respond to scouting, and they were pretty excited about the league. So hopefully that, like, we could continue to help them to improve and help them with their tasks and just being active, and where they can be an active part of this league. So
Flamethrower starting pitcher archetype, as Enoch said, from the Bears organization. Congratulations to New York for drafting A. George, and congratulations to Mamba for Life for being drafted here at number 59 overall by the New York Voyagers. That'll bring us to number 60 overall, belonging to the San Antonio Sloths. However, the San Antonio Sloths did trade it to New York, so we have you right back here again, Enoch.
I almost forgot about this, but I was about to look away. I was like, oh wait, it's number 60.
Yep, 60 overall going to New York. And in exchange, New York sent their 4th round pick in season 30 to the San Antonio Sloths. So a couple of 4th round swaps here as New York obtained the number 60 overall pick. And would you like to announce that one as well?
Yeah. So for the number 60th pick, the New York Voyagers will select. I hope I am saying this right. Trizil Paza. Username is Xerox2000. He's an outfielder, a freak archetype, and so we had pretty good conversations with him, and he actually joined the Perfect Team server that we have too, and he's on the Swifties, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is on the Swifties. Yep. He was just very excited, and we were just looking around at the time, and we're like, oh, it's getting kind of late, and it's like, I don't know if there's anybody left that we that may fit what we need or in the near future, and then I was just asking around. I was like, wait, like, he's still available, and we scouted him, and we really did like him, and I was really surprised they were still around. I know that they had to they have to like move or something, so they may be a little bit less active in like the next few weeks, but that's okay, and so we're glad to bring him aboard, and so welcome, Xerox.
Welcome indeed, Xerox, to 2002 the New York Voyagers in the draft here. Congratulations to both New York and to Xerox for this selection. Next up, number 61, Detroit Demons. We'll select John Doe Jr., Rockies fan forever, a center fielder. John Doe Jr. has, 167 TPE. They're from the Bruce City Bears organization. Actually, born in Vancouver. That was an oversight on our part. We should have been looking for the Vancouver natives as Vandals GMs. But John Doe Jr. has the freak hitting archetype with 41 and 46 BABIP against lefties and Rays respectively. They have a fielding range of 47, and they have center field, left field, and shortstop as their 3 positions. So congratulations to John Doe Jr. on being selected here to the Detroit Demons, and congratulations to the Demons for their selection here at number 61. 62 was forfeit by the Providence Crabs due to penalties. At number 63, we have the Nashville Stars, and the Stars will draft Bubba Tree. Bubba Tree, a shortstop from the, let's see, I apologize, California Firehawks organization. They are from, let's see, they're from Texas. They are a righty thrower, but a lefty batter with the freak archetype. 53 and 52 power, so they're boosting that power just a bit, as well as their fielding range already up to 50. Shortstop, center field, and first base are the 3 positions. Congratulations to Nashville on selecting Bubba Tree, and congratulations to Bubba, the user, for being drafted here by the Nashville Stars at 63. And that will bring us to number 66, the Vandals select. Oh, sorry. I was just checking, making sure. Number 66, the Vandals select Ciaosi Multiao Pele. And I am so happy that I get to say that name so many more times as a future streamer. We really needed relief pitcher arms. And we got a couple of them here in the 4th round with Little Smoothie Vert and Multi-Awo Pele. I'm going to have to actually ask for a direct pronunciation from TubaFlex Master, the user who created Multi-Awo Pele, just so I can make sure to stop butchering it on official streams. 156 TPE from the Chicago Kingpins organization. Tuba Master Flex has created this control freak relief pitcher. With 60 movement versus left-handed batters, 60 control versus left-handed batters, circle change at 69, a cutter, and a curveball to round out the repertoire. Congratulations to Multi-Awa Pele for being drafted here by the Vancouver Vandals. We're very excited to have you. And number 67 was still passed on by the Maui Makos. We bring it to the 5th round, where we have a few more passes coming up. Supernovas and the New York Voyagers do have, do have picks available here. With the number 71 overall selection, Sarasota Supernovas draft Stan Marsh. And Stan Marsh, aka Lucid Dreams, is a 3rd baseman that I know the Vandals were kind of eyeing as well. We just needed pitching just a little bit more, but we really were keeping an eye out for Lucid Dreams 702, and we're hoping possibly that he would fall to our number 72 overall pick. He didn't, and we therefore passed on it. But Lucid Dreams 702 from the Anchorage Wheelers organization. With 122 TPE, has the cannon archetype with 3rd base, catcher, and right field as their 3 main positions. Their arm is already up to 50, and they've got their BABIP up to 40 and 39 on versus lefties and righties respectively. And that will so congratulations to the Sarasota Supernovas for drafting Stan Marsh here. And that will bring us to number 74, the New York...
This is incorrect.
Is it?
Number 74 is Aviators.
Yes, it is Aviators.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's...
I don't know. The numbers cards because it's all the passes and stuff. I'm not 100% sure what...
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I guess it might have just been a mistake because...
Yeah, it might be just an error in logo. Yeah. But this is Outer Banks Aviators. And with the number 74 overall selection, the Outer Banks Aviators select Jandy Ronson, aka Brakolarak. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Jandy Ronson, a starting pitcher with 131 TPE from the Anchorage Wheelers organization. Flamethrower starting pitcher archetype with a maxed velocity at 98 to 100. They have a slider, fastball, and sinker as their 3 main pitches, and that will be the Outer Banks Aviators selection at number 74. Congratulations to the Aviators for drafting Ronson here, and congratulations to Ronson for being drafted at number 74. I'll bring us to the rest of the picks. Due to the passes, they have been condensed down to the 2 remaining teams that had picks that haven't passed yet, those being the Supernovas and the Aviators. So number 87, the Supernovas will draft Caleb Dotson. I believe this is actually now Kevin Dotson. I think they changed their player name recently. I messaged Moosey about this, but I guess but we weren't able to get it changed in time for the stream, unfortunately. But Kevin Dotson, a shortstop with 172 TPE for the California Firehawks, username KDOT. They are Mr. Utility archetype with a 50 power, 47 power versus righties. The 50 was versus lefties, and 47 BABIP on both sides. 52 fielding range, shortstop, third base, and second base as their three main positions. Definitely an infielder, and Supernovas will be looking at Kevin Dotson to help them rebuild the team kind of from the ground up. The Supernovas are having a little bit of a rough go at it recently, and will be building their way back to greatness with some of these picks. And that will bring us to number 99, the Outer Banks Aviators. Select The Cheese. The Cheese is a catcher. Username is also The Cheese. They have 100 TPE from the California Firehawks organization. They are the streak build with 50 BABIP on both sides. Left field, right field, and first base as their positions. And that will bring it. So congratulations to The Cheese. And that will bring us to the Supernovas at number 103. Number 103 will be Oliver Cleary. The Sarasota Supernovas drafting a center fielder here. Username Buster. Let's see, Oliver Cleary is from the Chicago Kingpins organization. Also the Freak archetype. With 50 fielding range, 35 BABIP on both sides, 50 power on both sides. Center field, right field, and left field are their three positions. And congratulations to Oliver Cleary for being drafted here by the Sarasota Supernovas. That brings us to number 115, that being the Outer Banks Aviators, who will select Jeff the Giraffe, a shortstop by the username Alex C. Jeff the Giraffe from the Florida Flamingos organization, also with the Freak archetype, with 55 power versus lefties, 50 power versus righties. Shortstop, second base, and right field as their three main positions. Congratulations to Jeff the Giraffe, Alex C, for being drafted here by the Outer Banks Aviators. I wonder if they know Alex F, and that's a play on Alex F. I don't know. Or if that's just coincidence. That might just be coincidence. Anyway,
I think it's coincidence.
Yeah. I think if it was intentional, the C probably there wouldn't be a space probably between the username Alex and C. But anyway, number 119, the Sarasota Supernovas will select Cooper Copeland, a second baseman from the Anchorage Wheelers organization, 134 TPE with the Freak archetype, 50 power versus lefties, 52 power versus righties, second base, shortstop, and right field as the three main positions. So congratulations to Cooper Copeland. This is Chaser is the username for being drafted here by the Sarasota Supernovas. That'll bring us to number 131. The Outer Banks Aviators will select Chris Smoove, shortstop. Sensei Penguin is the username. Let's see. Chris Smoove with from the California Firehawks organization with the Cannon archetype, 50 power on both sides. Shortstop, third base, and left field are their main positions, with 40 BABIP on both sides as well. Congratulations to Chris Smoove on being drafted here by the Outer Banks Aviators. Now we'll bring it to the... Oh, hold on. Zach said we traded... What do you mean we traded that last pick?
I don't think the graphic team knew about it because they can't. They couldn't have seen it, and it happened after.
Oh, I think I know who they're talking about.
Yeah. So
It
was just move on
previous slide. I was a little bit behind, but
yeah.
All right. Anyway, and that will bring us to 147, and with number 147, Outer Banks selects Marin Rodriguez, a relief pitcher, username SoNot7. Let's see. Marin Rodriguez. There we go. From the Dallas Dynamos organization, 167 TPE, junk baller, relief pitcher archetype, with 50 plus movement on both sides, 50 control versus lefties, 53 against righties, and knuckle curve at 75 with the slider and cutter to round it out. That'll do it for the Season 28 Majors Draft. This will be posted to the forums very shortly in the next couple of days. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for enjoying the draft. And we hope you all have a excellent day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Be sure to tune in Saturday for the Season 29 Minors Draft. It's going to be a good one. Have a good night, all.